I feel really good going into this season. I think as a team, we're in one of the best places we've been in my time here at center. I'm really impressed with this first little bit of practice. I think that the team is meshing really well. I think together as a men's team, we've already started clicking really well.
I feel like with the returners that we had from last year, plus the influx of freshmen, I feel like we've gotten the much needed depth that we've lacked in the past. I feel like at this point everybody can score at our conference meet, which is what you need if you want to have a chance to win.
We've got some really good freshmen coming in this year. Front to back, they're all really good guys. They're meshing well with the team already. A couple Parker Skidmore, really impressing early on in practice. Really good. Henry Lang, I'm especially excited for. He can have a really big impact in relays this year, especially in the freestyle relays. It's exciting to see them kind of getting integrated into the team and into the culture and really developing really well early on in the season.
From a returning standpoint, you have to look at seniors, Arthur Ensign-George and Michael Hamilton, both big contributors for us and have been the previous 3 years. Jimmy Kelly has done an unbelievable job for us. And then the sophomore class, I think the ones that are probably our bigger point getters are Max Choyat, who made NCAA B cuts last year. Didn't get the invite to the meet, but had a very strong freshman year for us. And Garrison Herfel's another one. Brian Killian had a great year. So on and on and on. We're very happy and very excited about this year on the guys' side.
I do feel like we can win conference together if we definitely fill in all the gaps that we need to do and have just key moments for us, especially when it gets really hard. Winning conference would be great, but like I said, the part of the journey is one of the most important parts of the season.
This year's potential, I think, is the sky's kind of the limit. We are looking to do something that we've never done in school history, and that is to qualify a relay for the national championship meet. We've made national cuts with a relay before, but we've never had a cut that was deep enough to get an invite. I think our 800 freestyle relay has got the ability to make the meet this year.
I think the key focus from this group for this season is kind of racing, just getting out and getting up and racing. I think during practice we're making a really intentional effort to do that every time we swim. And additionally, I think fans will be able to see that in meets. I think when we have close races, when swimmers are getting up for relays, I think there will be a noticeable difference from last year on just getting up and racing and making sure that we win close races and are finishing races well.
This schedule, it's completely different than my freshman, sophomore, junior year because we're doing back-to-back meets, Friday meet, Saturday meet. So it's really, I see coach's intention. I feel like he's really going to help us because it's going to help us train us for those multi-day meets when we're going to be really tired and exhausted day 2, day 3, and it's just going to help us push through those mind-numbing, just like hard times throughout the season, just getting us prepared for conference.
When I set up the schedule, I usually set it up so that there's a third of our meets that are what I would consider reach teams that may be a little bit better than us, but you know, in the right situation we can compete with. And then I set it up where we have a third of the schedule is teams that are pretty even with us, and then a third of the schedule is set up so that, you know, maybe some of our swimmers that don't normally get some of the glory have the opportunity to get some of the accolades. A new team to our schedule this year is Virginia Military Institute. They're Division I. We're going to swim them on the Friday night before we swim Washington and Lee at Washington and Lee, and then we're in a double dual meet with Washington and Lee. So anyway, we've got a couple new opponents. always excited about our mid-season rest meet, which is the Wabash Invitational. We switched that up last year. Last year was the first year we went to Wabash instead of IUPUI. Strictly Division III teams, so all like schools instead of some D1 schools. So I'm excited about that as well.
One last thing I gotta say, I just would love to see you guys out at swim meets. I know it's not what you normally think of as a spectator sport, but it is a lot of fun. The atmosphere here at Bulls Natatorium is incredible. It's really fun to see and come out for meets.
Yo, what's up, Curl Nation? I just want to say this year's gonna be so hype. You gotta show up to more meets because the energy level is gonna be super pumped. Love to see you guys. We'll raise the roof. It's gonna be like a party every time, and hope to see you guys there.